Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing, going over the process of clear coating the Ultralumen chrome that I tested in my previous video. These are the guys who brought you Duralumen. These are sold exclusively on Etsy. I will have a link below for all of them, but this is particularly for this one, the Ultralumen, as this is the one that can handle clear coat the best. And in particular, 2K, which you see right here, or this 1K, I was recommended by the company, will also work. Now, the 2K is going to give you the most durable finish of all. It's auto grade and highly resistant to bangs. We're going to use a kind of weakened formula, so it won't have the durability of a car with rocks banging on it, but as far as painting a kit in the house, it's going to be plenty durable. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Now, it's a whole process here to get this done. And I'm going to go over that in detail. I can show you right now, this has the spray can on top, right here. And these two have the 2K on top. This looks like a little reddish gold because I sprayed it over red. I was trying to see the results sprayed over different bases. So, you will lose a little bit of the chrome, not so much in certain ones. It depends on how many layering you get. You can see how super chrome this is. Now, here's the ones that we're going to be spraying this on. What we do first is very important. It's a whole process. You can still use your Tamiya black that I use, or any black, even a black primer. But on top of the black base, you're not going to just put the chrome. You got to put something super durable so the 2K doesn't creep through and affect everything. What you got to do is you got to 2K this. All right. Once you get your black down, even if it's primer, hold on, we'll grab some primer here. Even if it's primer, you spray your 2K on top. Use your standard formula, 4-to-1. I have my own 2K. You can hit the link below to Gundam Pros. They just got some back in stock. Or you can use a 2K black, which is coming back in the stock, hopefully within a week or two. It was back ordered for quite a while, but I also have my own line of 2K blacks, which is a 4-to-1. It's the black already. Put the hardener in it, and you're going to get a super durable black, shiny base, which is like this. But if you don't, you're going to have to use a primer, the Tamiya, or any black you have, Mr. Color. And then over that, you need to put a nice 2K. Let it dry thoroughly. I use my dehydrator. And then you're ready to go. Now, on top of that is what I did here. And that's how I got this beautiful chrome result. I will wave to you. Look at that. All right, here's the original I did the other day. A little bit duller than what we got here. So over the 2K, black base is the way to go. This is gold because you go a couple layers, you get gold. The more layers you put on, you get the true chrome look. All right, so once this is laid on, the chrome is down. You want it to bake off. I say bake off because I put it in my dehydrator for, I did it for like a day. And I set it to 120 degrees, if you're here in America. And I just let it run. And then I took it out when the bell went off. And this is the fully dried and hardened chrome. And now we're ready to put the 2K on top. This has to be thoroughly dry. And it's going to be a perfect layering of chrome. I laid down the 2K and I missed a few spots. And this is what you're going to end up with. You're going to end up with this paint creeping underneath. So you want a good seal to get this done. All right. And if you're spraying something rough surface, like say these rocks, it's really going to look like chrome no matter what. You know, it depends on the surface. A big, wide, flat surface, kind of like the spoons, you're going to notice the chroming effect dulls it down a little bit. But on a surface like this, it's going to look like chrome because it's all little edges and whatnot. So the effect will be perfect on a surface like that. As far as durability, guys were asking me about a tape test. So oops, let me hit the camera over here. And it will take masking tape. You know, it's not a good durability test to show on my spoons because the spoons have some kind of, it's a really awful plastic. This is just to show what the paint looks like. For durability tests, these are not good to use, and I should have used something else. But it will handle tape, no problem. And it actually took kind of a beating. I've been bopping these spoons around since I did the test, and they still look perfect. So there's a pretty good level of durability, but not the durability we are seeking. So here's what we're going to do. Now that you have the black base, the 2K over the black base, fully cured, chrome on top, fully cured another day in the dehydrator, or 2 days minimum, 48 hours. I would go even longer. Sorry, hitting the camera here. And if you can do a better part of a week and let the chrome really dry, then we can put our top clear coat. So 1 spoon we will try the 1K clear, and then the others we're going to try our 2K. Now, here's the formula for the 2K, and all you who out there who buy this will get this instruction sheet as it's laid out right here, and he says it right there. Final clear 814. See that? We're not going to put as much hardener. All right, and I'll show you that right here in real time. This is that's my 8 parts. That's the 2K clear. This is the hardener. See how little there is? So that's my 8-to-1. This is my thinner. This is a 2K urethane thinner. It's called Reducer. I just bought a can of it at my local auto shop store. He gave it to me in this can, and I think it's the Acme Sherwin-Williams brand. That's the numbering system it looks like. It's medium Reducer. Medium is across the board, great for hobbies. You know, this fast, this slow. Medium is perfect for us. So we're going to use a thinned out version of 2K with a minimal amount of hardener. So we're going to put the hardener in, mix it up, put the thinner in, mix it up. Then we have that thinned out, not as strong version of 2K. It's still going to work, and this is the process that works. I asked if it worked on others. You end up with that cloudy looking, not chrome looking result. And but with this one, it retains the chrome look. So for the hell of it, I baked off an all-clad. So we'll see what this formula does on the all-clad. Also, look at the difference in the all-clad to this. Is that amazing? Side by side, you wouldn't notice it. You'd say, wow, that looks good, that chrome. And then you get this. So anyway, we're going to head off to the booth. You can see I got my gloves on already. Use your gloves. Use your mask when spraying 2K. It's a strong smell. It's a urethane, acrylic urethane, and it's strong stuff. And you got to get it cleaned out of your airbrush as soon as you can. We're going to use my swallowtail with a 0.7 millimeter needle. And when you clean out the airbrush, you want to use lacquer thinner. Don't use that reducer. Just use lacquer thinner when you clean it out. So I'll put a link below for this. I don't even think this mask, which is awesome, is not even 20 bucks. It's a Rhino. You can see the Rhino logo right there. Great use for your money. 20 bucks, you can't beat it. So I'm going to go ahead and blend all these together, mix them up with one of my sticks. We'll take this can, we're going to shake that up off camera, and we're going to head over to the booth. And yeah, we'll show you how this is done. So let me get all these blended. I'll meet you at the booth. Let me grab my swallowtail airbrush and turn on the compressor, and let's get this done. All right, guys, here we go at the booth. Here it is, all combined. The hardener and the thinner. Loaded up my swallowtail airbrush. And here we go. Dust off the surface as best you can. I'm going to go in with dusting across. Looks like we ruined it, but we didn't. We're going to go in now for the heavy coat. And there it is. We got it. No effect. It didn't cloud. It's nice. Check it out. Now I did that one that was sort of brown off camera a little bit. I let it dry a little bit. I mean, you can go in, hit it again if you want it to be really durable. You know. Very happy with the results. While I have this in the gun, let's test it over the all-clad. It doesn't. It still pulls it apart. So this is exclusive to this chrome. Do you want to see the difference? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Check that out. So, yeah. This is a big step forward. Big step forward. I'm going to go ahead and grab the spray can. And, actually, let me try something. One more thing. Let me grab one of these pieces, guys. Here's the one that was the darkerish color that I did already. This already has 2K on it. It's dried overnight. Let's go ahead and put another coat on top of this. There we go. So I kind of brightened it up a bit. So, you know, if you can put multiple coats, you're in. It looks good. All right. All right. So let me clean out this gun. I'm going to go ahead, grab 2 more spoons, and we're going to try that spray can 1K and show you that next. Okay, here we go. I shook up my 1K Extreme Gloss finish from Duplicolor. All right, here we go. Now you can let it dry a little bit. I don't have my fan or my airbrush on. I usually turned off the compressor. You can probably speed dry it. There you go. All right, let's put this aside. Let's try another one. Now you let it dry in little misting coats. You're going to avoid any kind of problems you're going to have if it does tend to eat away. If there's a little bit of a flaw in your process, like I did, I ended up putting. I didn't end up covering everything perfectly, and I had a little exposure of some paint at some corner there, and it affected the final result. But again, spoons are tough. This is just to show the color. Spoons are not the greatest thing as far as testing. Durability, that you should put over regular plastic. But we'll let this dry. I'll go put it in the dehydrator, and I'll meet you guys back at the bench. All right, guys, here we are back at the bench. And, yeah, great results. This was the 2K. It looks a little rough, but it was a rough spoon. I had a little spots on it. We just want to see how it reacted. And it looks awesome. All right, and this is the 2 spoons. I took this one because I wanted to show you something. It was cloudy at the booth, but then it dries nice and clear. This one is perfect. It's an off color because it's a light coat where I got the gold, and then I put it on top of red or a brown. I like to see what the different bases do for it. But this one, which is perfect, right? But see the crazing up on the side? This is how I probably didn't fully cover the spoon with the 2K. I was probably heavy on the top. And sometimes I will, and I'll notice even in my primed spoons, there's a little white down here, which means I got to learn to fully either flip the spoon over because I'm heavier coming down on top with my my airbrush. But that's why that bottom half, anytime I test these, I know I'm missing the bottom a bit. So you got, this is to show you when you take the black, and I would personally put, I would go with primer. If you want to do this process, go with a black primer, a good black primer, 2K on top of it, chrome, then we're going to do the 2K, big drying times in between. But you're going to take your black primer, put the 2K on the bottom, but when you put the 2K on the bottom, you got to cover it. You know, you're probably not putting it on a spoon, whatever the pieces you're using, make sure you're thoroughly going around and hitting it with all the 2K, then that dries. Now don't forget, the bottom doesn't have to be the thinned out version I showed you. Just your standard mixture of 4:1 2K. Then you're going to put the chrome, and then you're going to do the thinned out version that comes in the instructions when you get it, the 8:1 to 4 thinner. And so that's how you're going to get this. You got to make sure you thoroughly cover it. But when it is, it's just perfect. That's gloss 2K on top of chrome. It's the first time I've seen chrome come out proper. And because this is a 2K, This isn't fully dried. This is only it's about 10 minutes after I did it on camera. Once it's fully cured, you can beat this thing up. You can mask it, do whatever you want. So that is the purpose of it all, is to have a durable coated chrome. Now, this does work, so I will put a link below. These two was that one. This one is the 1K, is the 2K. I personally would go 2K. If you got an airbrush at this point, you might as well get 2K. Use it on everything. I use it on everything. I love the stuff. So I would just invest in some. If you don't have mine, I'll put a link below for mine. It's at Gundam Pros. It came in last week, but it might be sold out again. I only get 20 bottles at a time in, but that'll probably be in more with the 2K Black, which will eliminate a step if you get a 2K base black. Once that comes in, and you want to do this process, go with the 2K Black and nice small bottles. So you have to buy a gallon of the stuff, which isn't cheap. It's well over $100. So there you go. It works. 1K, 2K, and very happy. I think they tried other clears and it didn't work well. So this was the one you want to stick with. I think off camera I tried a Mr. Color clear and that didn't work. So this will be the one. So I'll put a link below for this, and actually I'll put a link below for everything else. Bring the featured product up front. There we go. Ultralumen. Thank you so much for watching. I'll put links below. It's on Etsy if you don't see it. If you don't see my link, it's on Etsy. And look for Ultralumen or Duralumen. They have three kinds. They have their standard Duralumen Chrome, Tough, which is a little bit more durable, not quite as super shiny, but it's much more durable. It's a toughened form of Duralumen. And then the new Ultralumen, which is this one, which is an absolute incredible chrome. I call it a two-part chrome, I would say, because you put it on lightly and you're going to get this nice gold effect. I mean, we've been looking for gold chrome forever, and there it is. So there you go. All right, guys, that's it. We will see you in the next video. Please like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, as we're always posting on a weekly basis. And I think the next video we might do my bio, a little question and answer, so I can do a nice giveaway for Christmas and get some nice gifts out to you guys for the Christmas time. In the meantime, I'm going to go back and listen to some of my heavy metal, and on to the next product we're going to test. Also, I have a let me grab up my bottle. 1 second. Had to reach behind me. This is my new leveling thinner. It's selling really well. Pick it up while you can. A lot of guys are buying double bottles, so grab my new leveling thinner. It's fantastic. All is actually as good as Mr. Leveling Thinner, if not even better. How's that? Because it comes in a bigger bottle for the same price. So that is in stock. I will put a link below to that at Robot Kai, and coming soon, my new lineup of paints with my partnership with Robot Kai, and you can see my name on it right there. And these are just some of the beautiful colors. Look at the labels. Isn't that awesome? Seafoam Steel. What we got here? Look at these names. Lithium Lilac, Glacial Blue Ice. Look at that. So those are coming out before the end of the year. The labeling is done. We're just waiting for the shipment. However, the leveling thinner is in stock, so go grab some now. I'll put a link below to my thinners, and actually you can get a notification if you want for when the paints come out, if you want to be a little early on that. So there you go. Anyway, guys, that is the test today, and I want to say God bless you all. You guys are the best. And if you want to join my Patreon, I can get a little more personal back and forth with you. You do that. I'll put a link below for that too. Don't forget, in the description below is the link to this. A lot of you guys said they couldn't find it, but the link is below. Just click the description below this video, and there's the link. And that's where we're going to find all the links to that and my new lacquer thinner and my new paints. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We will see you over the weekend in our next video. God bless.